from Bandar Ghanem, I think it is, all the way south to Sirik. And the problem the United States faces is that Iran doesn't just have 5 or 6 or 10 or 20 launch sites for missiles along that. They've got more than 1,000. You think of it, over a 200-mile coastline. If you just put 10, 10 missile launchers every mile and spread those out over a mile, you got 2,000. So here's the United States trying to blow these up, and with what? The only missile it has that can be fired from a HIMARS from Bandar Abbas, or from Bahrain towards Bandar Abbas, is called the Precision Strike Missile, the PRSM. That only has a range. That has a range of 500 miles, but Lockheed has only built less than 60 of them. So they got, I mean, you got nothing. You got a very limited supply. Then that leaves them relying upon JASSMs, Tomahawks, HARM missiles. We know for certain that there are great limitations on both JASSMs and Tomahawks. I'm not sure about the HARMs, but I suspect it's not any better with that.
All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we would like to give our praises, honor, glory, and worship unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Ruchakodash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations unto you, Achim, upholding the testimony of our Lord and Savior, Yahushai, in truth and in sincerity. Jaikwa.
My brother Kasada.
All right, and fair use. This is being utilized for educational purposes only. The content that we have before you, and of course you can check this video out yourself of Larry Johnson, entitled "Saudi Arabia Opens New Front in Iran," which is talking about the front possibly open with Yemen and the Houthis. I think they call them Ansar Allah. But World War III is right before our eyes. The Third World War is right before our eyes, and it's only going to intensify and be kindled more and more and more. When you think about the First World War, the Second World War, it didn't start in Stalingrad. You know, this is the apex of the war. You had with the invasion of Poland and Germany and the Soviets carving up Poland. That was the start of the war. Britain and America, they hadn't yet even been really involved yet. But the world war had been started. So we're witnessing the beginning phases of the Third World War.
That's right.
Right? So based upon the context of the video and the clip, could we get Obadiah Baba Koshah? Start with one. Go ahead, bro.
This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14.
Uh-huh.
Right. The second woe is past. Behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
Yep. You got it.
So yeah, man, woe goes into destruction. All right, and in this particular verse, it's going into World War.
Mm-hmm.
All right, World War II has passed. All right, World War One and World War II has passed. Now we're heading to the third woe. All right, which is World War III. All right, and as you can see with these other nations, which technically we already in World War III.
Exactly.
All right. And technically, we already, and most of these people, they'll admit it. All right, you hear generals and certain individuals talk about heading into World War III. Well, we're already there.
We're here. This is the Third World War. You know, this is the Third World War. And it's going to intensify. It's going to have its Stalingrad moment. It's going to have its Berlin April 45 moment.
Yep.
You know, but that will come in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, which Saudi Arabia, that's the Valley of Jehoshaphat.
Yep.
But the thing is, the different armies of the earth are going to come together in that land, in the Levant, in Hasham, which they call Hasham, which is the Levant. All right, in that land, all right, where the different forces are going to duke it out for superiority and for the survival towards the New World Order. Showing you that Esau is not going to be able to establish his New World Order because biblical prophecy, the nations are going to be fighting in Jehoshaphat when Yahushua return. That means that the New World Order wasn't established. He's not going to establish your New World Order.
Right.
All right, yes, he's going to cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand on his forehead, that no man may buy or sell save he receive that mark. That's going to happen because that's biblical prophecy. But but him actually being able to enjoy and actually having the power and authority, no, you're not going to have that.
Yep. If I may say too, real quick, this is intentional, man. This is very strategic. First, it's coming from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You have to understand that. But the Lord also is messing up these Edomites to believing that they're the reasons why they're causing it. They're not thinking that, they're feeling guilty about it. They're doing it intentionally so they can gain power. All right?
Yeah, they're purposely going to the Third World War.
So they can have everybody under their subjection. All right?
Order out of chaos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So this is done intentionally, and you have to understand that first and foremost.
Yeah.
But it's also prophetic,
Right.
all right? Because the Lord, it's a part of the Lord's movie. He's setting it up and putting the spirit on these heathens to do these things, all right? But it's all in the for the later goal is to establish the names of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and Israel on the planet Earth to govern the earth. All right, it's all intentional, man. All right, we're going into prophecy to what's going to happen, what's happening right now. All right, it's all written in the scripture. And as me and the brother went into yesterday at camp. All right, it's like if it being long with
Are you good?
But as the brother was going into at camp, all right, there's no book. All right, there's no other book on the planet Earth that goes into this. All right, you have a few books that talk about it, that mention it, but they always revert to the scriptures, man. All right?
When they mention it, they get it from what? They get it from the scriptures.
Exactly.
The only other book that goes into anything remotely is the Quran, but ultimately they don't have the full picture. The Quran doesn't have the full picture. It's just specific talking points that they borrow from the Bible.
Yep.
It's not the 100% truth. The Bible is the 100% truth. The Bible is the divine book.
Yeah.
All right. The Quran is not divine.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It was a man-made book.
Yep.
All right. It's not a book of prophecy.
And I believe
That's why Muslims can't tell you about the mark of the beast.
right.
That's why Muslims can't tell you about the 7 heads and 10 horns. If you guys have the truth and you're divine, well, explain to us the 7 heads and 10 horns.
Right.
All right, point out to us who are the Edomites. Never in history of Islam have Muslims been talking about the Edomites.
Right.
They never talk about the Edomites.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep. I think the only other person, and this is how you know it's done intentionally, is I believe the guy, what's his name, Alexander Crowley.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I believe he wrote a book or whatnot. Or they got his quote where he was talking about going into World War III.
Yeah.
That's the only way they're going to be able to gain power.
Yeah, he prophesied on the left-hand side. He's a wizard.
Yeah.
Alexander Crowley was a wizard,
Mm-hmm.
and the Lord gives certain portions to the left-hand side.
Yeah.
We're not disputing that, but they don't have the full portion.
Nah, they don't have the full portion.
They don't have the full dish.
Mm-hmm.
Because ultimately, him even planning that, he doesn't have the full understanding that America's going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles and he going into slavery.
Yeah, but technically he got it from the scriptures. That's the
Right.
only way they knew that.
Right.
Esau knows the scriptures.
Right.
It's not like you think he's scared because, you know what I'm saying? Because the world is is about to go to World War III. Nah, he's scared because first off, the Lord's people woke up, and second, you know what I'm saying? Everything he knows prophecy. All right, he knows. Oh, that does say that. Damn, that does mean that.
Yeah. Instead of marching, IUIC
Yeah.
talking about This is gonna, put fear in your enemy's heart. So Marcus Garvey said, organization. Bro, if you don't shut the fuck up, bro,
Yeah.
the fuck are y'all talking about, man?
Right.
Y'all supposed to be talking about privacy, not no damn Marcus Garvey, man.
Yeah.
Hell is wrong with y'all over here picking up trash, doing the two-step with your daughters on camera, eating goddamn Minute Maid and goddamn biscuits.
Yep. You know what you gonna do, bro? You gonna get all them Israelites that you had lined out there marching in the middle of Jehoshaphat, bro.
Them niggas gonna die. They gonna take the chill.
Draft them niggas into the military, bro.
Yeah.
That's what they gonna do. The Lord is cruel, bro.
You
We
gonna
went
cha-cha
into it
slide. They
yesterday,
gonna
man.
cha-cha slide in Saudi Arabia with no water.
Right.
You know?
With drones flying towards you, man.
Yeah.
Heat-seeking drones, man. That's some videos that some of you Israelites need to check out, man. Over there in Ukraine,
Yeah.
in Russia,
Thermal drones.
them drones headed toward, man. They was messing them Ukrainians up, man.
Yeah.
Heat-seeking drones, man. Okay, you hear them flying over here, foo, foo.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, you got 2 or 3 of them headed directly towards your way.
You're gone.
You know? But I got
No.
that scripture for you, bro.
Op pat.
Yeah.
Yo. Yeah, we get on IUIC again,
Yeah.
man. Fuck you niggas, bro. What the hell are you talking about? Marcus Garvey. You got to march.
Mm-hmm.
You got to march organization. How about you call on the name of Yahweh Shai?
That's right.
That should put fear. That should be enough to put fear in the hearts of your enemy.
That's right.
The ancient disciples and apostles was not marching in ancient Rome.
No.
What example are you following? They didn't go up to the courthouse and get some paperwork with the Roman government and say, "Hey, Mr. Romans, we want to be able to march on this street." And we're gonna have, or can you have the Roman centurions? Can you have the police officers organize it so we can be able to march?
Yeah.
The fuck are y'all doing?
Exactly.
Putting fear in your enemy, but you going to the enemy to get permission to march, and you got police officers out there so you can march.
Right. Right.
Bro, you guys are set up. What the fuck are you doing?
Yep. Yep. And we getting on. We not just getting on you IUIC members, man. We getting on all those who oppose the scriptures, who are
Right.
opposed to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
You done made this is a form of correction, man. If you're an Israelite, because what you done made yourself an enemy to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man. All right. What side do you want to be on? Do you want to be on the left hand side or do you want to be on the right hand side? You in that day, yeah, you're gonna have a choice, all right. But my choice or my preference, if this is of the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, our preference of brothers, you know what I'm saying, who are genuine, sincere, want to be on the right hand of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man. We want those white stones, man.
Right.
We want the exemption, man. We want the tawaf, all right.
Yep.
We want the mark of exemption, man. All right. We're not saying that we haven't did any sin or went or did our wrong, man.
We want to be justified.
Yeah, we want to be justified,
through
man.
the Spirit.
Water,
we want,
brother.
We want the
Beautiful.
Heavenly Father to justify us, and you're not gonna be justified by screaming at people talking about where your fringe is.
Right.
You're not gonna be justified by refusing to use the name of the Son.
Right.
Oh, we'll use the name of the Father every now because we've been getting on them so bad. Oh, I'm about to say Yahweh, but I ain't about to say Yahweh Shai.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought we don't got the Hebrew.
Yeah.
Why say Yahweh? And then you don't say Yahweh Shai. Meanwhile, you can't get to the Father but by the Son.
Right.
Book of Acts, the 2nd chapter, the 19th, 20, 21st verse, pardon me, says that whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. Ye men of Israel, hear these words. The name of the Lord is Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
The name of the Lord is not Jesus. Again, we'll go into this at camp. That's that old Council of Nicaea garbage that IUIC, because they did it in the ancient world.
Yep.
They got together with the state of Rome, Byzantium, and they made a state religion.
Yep.
They changed the name to, and then you got fast forward, then you got the Renaissance, and then you got plantation Christianity, and now this is what you got. 2026, you got IUIC marching talking about Jesus.
Yeah. You niggas ain't really learned nothing, man. You ain't paying attention to history. You done gave your enemy power just so you can get shitted on at the end. And you doing it again just to put yourself and your people lower? You have no type of integrity, man.
You did it during the time of Nicaea. You sold out to the Romans. Those bishops that sold out to the Romans, that's IUIC of the ancient world.
Yeah. And the Lord is telling you you're better than them, man. I'm gonna give you the world and more, and then some. You know? But all this is we're going into is prophetic, man. It's done intentionally. And it's all by the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. For his name and for us, for our sakes, man.
Friendship with the world is enmity with God.
Yeah.
These guys trying to be friends with the world. That's why they quoted Marcus Garvey. Why you not quoting scriptures? First thing you pull up is Marcus Garvey.
Yeah. The Lord count this world as garbage, man. The stuff that we have here, you should count this as trash, as garbage, man. It's nothing.
What happened to Marcus Garvey? That nigga died in a prison, and all of his works came to naught.
Nothing.
Over here quoting Marcus Garvey like he did, so that nigga didn't do shit.
Right. He's not John the Revelator, man.
Who the fuck said that shit?
And he ain't say that,
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
just saying he's
Yeah.
not as great as John the Revelator.
Right, you could have quoted John. You
Yeah.
could have went to the 13th chapter. You need to be warning the people of what's to come. Not talking about organizing. You need to be talking about repenting and the prophecies. You're not warning the people of
Yeah.
what's to come. You're not warning the people of the mark of the beast. Oh, why they always got to talk about the mark of the beast? Because it's a big deal.
Yeah.
You dumbass. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Man, it's annoying, man.
Yeah.
It's annoying. You know, we wasn't even gonna get on IUIC. We were
Yeah.
just about to go in World War III. But the spirit is heavy on that, man.
Yeah.
The spirit is heavy on that. The spirit is the year. What is this? The year of apostates
Mm-hmm. Sell out.
and sellouts. So we going in on you sellouts, man. And we get that the vast majority of IUIC members aren't sellouts. A lot of them just are simple,
Yeah.
and they don't know no better.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not a justification.
Yeah.
That's not gonna get you a white stone. Oh, I didn't know no better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Esau said, ignorance of the law is no excuse, man.
That's not an excuse.
That's not an excuse. You had no excuse, man. And we're speaking on IUIC because really IUIC is the head of a lot of you Israelites, man.
Yeah.
Even if you're in IUIC or outside, you still follow
They
them.
still follow the other Israelite camps. Follow
Yeah.
IUIC.
A lot of you Israelites still follow IUIC.
Yeah.
All right, they're the head of it, man.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not properly filtering, or putting you Israelites, or telling you Israelites, or actually warning you. They're not actually giving you the warning of what's about to come, man. And what you need, your tools, the tools that you're gonna need to survive. The name is very important, man.
Yeah.
The brother's telling you the name is very important. The another thing that's very important, Revelation chapter 13.
Yeah.
That's very important,
That's a
man.
big deal.
I'm not gonna tell you exactly what it is, because you know what? You need to go read it for yourself. You go figure out what that is, man, because we've been saying it for the longest. All right?
That term mark.
You go read it for yourself. Go dig and find out what that word mark means, as the brother talking about.
How do you buy or sell with sin? These idiots. Oh, it's sin
Money
is all
is
its
not sin,
form.
man.
Money, sin in all of its forms. That's what they said. They used to call it embargoes
Nah, because
back in the day.
They get that bull crap from Jake always misquoting the scriptures. Money is the root of all evil. No, it's the love of
The
money.
love of money.
It's the love of money. You love money, you're gonna do anything to get it.
It says
It's
no.
nothing wrong with having money.
It says no man may buy or sell save he received that mark. It's not talking about sin.
Yeah.
To take the mark is a sin, but how do you buy and sell with sin? How do you buy and sell? How do you make exchange with sin?
If that's the case, bro, we'll be all rich.
Everybody, all that falling short of the glory. Everybody sins.
Yeah. We all be rich, man. We be all rich. Cause hey, everybody we in the belly of our enemies, man.
IUIC ain't never keeping the Sabbath.
Right.
Hey, we keep the Sabbath. No, you don't. The Sabbath is based upon the moon. I don't want to call you names. The Sabbath is based upon the moon.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are going off of the Gregorian calendar. Then you talking about you can have sex on the Sabbath. So you don't keep the Sabbath. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
It's other things too. You wearing mixed fabric. You a false accuser of your brethren.
You false, you false
you-
you a false accuser. You lie on us. You slander
hang around,
us.
You hang around women on their time of the month.
Right.
Bro, you
Right.
constantly going off. You constantly sinning, bro. Like through the Spirit said, bro. Like the Spirit is saying, bro. We be all rich right now.
Yeah.
If we paying everything through sin, bro, we wouldn't have a want or a need for nothing.
They scoff at the name of the Lord. That's a sin. You breaking the Big
Exactly.
Ten. Thou shalt not take the Lord thy God name in vain.
Right.
That's you breaking. That's what you do.
Being covetous to your brother. You know.
Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. You guys bear false witness against us. How you keeping laws?
Yep.
They're gravists. They're gravists. Oh, girls. You got demons on you. No, we don't.
You getting in the middle of people's relationships, telling them, hey man, if your husband don't believe, you should leave him. If your woman don't believe, you should leave him.
Your wives are not virgins. What did Yahweh Shai say? He that dealeth with a woman who is divorced, committeth adultery with her.
Right.
Say if her husband be alive or dead. If her husband's alive, then you committing adultery.
Exactly.
Technically, via the law. So you guys are but you trying to be justified by the law.
Right. The law.
The law guys. You know what I'm saying? Like the spirit is on you because you're going off.
Yep.
What you had, bro?
I got that Obadiah.
Oh yeah, let's get that.
Yeah. It's a lot, man. We went off, but it's in the spirit, man. The Lord is heated. This how close we are, man.
Yeah.
Y'all Israelites, y'all need to get y'all stuff together, man.
Yeah, get your house in order.
And this is Obadiah chapter 1, and I jumped down to the point, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
It says, for the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen.
Mm-hmm.
As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head.
Can we go up to verse 6?
Come on, jumping up to verse 6.
Mhm.
It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
Right, the Lord is revealing. He's lifting the skirt
Yep.
and grind meal. He's uncovering the leg. He's making bare the leg.
That's right.
All the accounts of Esau has been made bare through the prophets of Great Millstone. And through these other people, these whistleblowers, these people bringing out these talking points, exposing this devil, Easting files. That's Esau being made bare.
Yeah. Yep. Verse 7, it says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Right. That term confederacy goes into cum federe, which or essentially with union.
Yeah.
All right. It means with union, and who's with the union of Esau? Ultimately, this is going into. This is really going into America. It's talking about all the Edomites, but it's talking more about the American Edomites than any other group of Edomites. Because remember, this is Bozrah. America is spiritual Bozrah. All right? So the man of the Confederacy of the Americans is what? NATO and the EU. All right? Also, you have the small hats in those Gulf Arab states.
Yeah.
Because America is serving as a hedge for those Gulf Arab states against the Iranians.
Right.
Right? So they've brought them to the border. That's why you have American bases in the UAE, in Qatar, and Oman, and Saudi Arabia, etc., etc.
Right.
Go ahead.
It's continuing on. It says the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
Who deceived the American Edomite? The NATO and the EU. All right. Who else? Who also? These Arab nations. A lot of these allies of America. America supplies Europe. Not pardon me. Egypt is armed to the teeth via America.
That's right.
But Egypt is not going to be on the side of America in World War III.
Yep.
You see?
And prevailed against thee.
Yeah.
They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
Their bread is the military aid. is the different financial investments and the deities that America offered via the economic system. That's the bread.
Yep.
Go ahead.
There is none understanding in him.
Hmm.
Shall I not in that day, saith Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom?
The wise men out of Edom are the scientists, all right, are the astrologers, are the warlocks and wizards, the left hand priesthood.
Yep.
Go ahead.
In understanding out of the mount of Esau.
Right, he's going to confound the understanding of the Edomites, their council. You know, these different chemical scientists, these nuclear scientists,
Yep.
these religious scientists. You know, all of these guys are going to be confounded.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And thy mighty man, O T-man.
Yeah, T-Man, which T-Man goes back to the Germans, but T-Man is really, it's a symbolic word for the scientists. So when you are in the wizards,
Yep.
you know. Now, yes, the Germans are the T-Mans because they're the smartest of the Edomites, but really that's going into the wise men, the magi's, the scientists, the chief scientists. You know, the NASA scientists. Those are considered the T-Manites.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Shall be dismayed to the end of that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Right. Everybody of the Mount of Esau are going to be cut off by slaughter. Now, that's going into 1,000 years in the future.
Yep.
Because everybody, all the Edomites are not about to be cut off in World War III. A lot of them are going to perish, especially the ones that are in America.
Yep.
But you're going to have them still living, and they're going to go through captivity. They're going into slavery.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And then after 1,000 years of servitude, it's going to be a different conversation for them.
Yep. Why? Verse 10, it says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. All right. Yeah, man.
What verse you on?
Verse 10.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. You got it.
Yeah, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
That's the
Thou shalt-
consequence. Why is this going to happen? Wow,
Yeah,
this is a
why?
big deal. Why would
Yeah.
the Lord do that? Well, because of transatlantic slave trade. Because putting crack cocaine and fentanyl and heroin in our communities.
Yep.
It's breaking up our households and destroying us as a people.
Yep. So what you done to the so-called African Americans, Latinos, and North American, Native American Indians. Man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because of the systematic extermination of the North American Indians,
Right.
down to 98% of their population being destroyed at one point via chemical warfare and smallpox and chickenpox.
Yep.
That's why.
Rape, robbing, and pillaging.
Yeah. Yep. That's why.
Thievery.
Yeah, theft.
Thieving our, stealing our culture.
He stole our name,
History.
stole our history, stole our heritage. They over there in the land talking about they us. Again, where's Gad? Where's Gad?
Yeah. Where's Gad?
Trying to find out where Gad is. Go ahead, you got it.
God. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners enter into his gates, and cast lots upon the Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. Yeah.
Let's talk about during the time of the Babylonians.
Yep.
That's speaking of secular history during the time of the Babylonians, when strangers came into the gates. The Edomites assisted with the decimation and the captivity of the Israelites during the time of the Neo-Babylonian conquest via Nebuchadnezzar. All right, it was actually specifically the Edomites, the so-called white man, who were responsible for burning down the first temple. It wasn't actually the Babylonians. You can get that in the Apocrypha books. I believe that's in First Esdras. Can you get that, Baba Kashah? Let me see. I'll grab it.
Yeah. Esau always had a hand in. He always tried to take us down, man.
This is and I'm gonna let you have it. First Esdras chapter 4 and verse 45. Thou also hast vowed to build up the temple which the Edomites burned when Judea was made desolate by the Chaldees, which are the Babylonians.
Babylonians.
You got it.
Yep, which are the Babylonians, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because Esau always had a hand in trying to take Israel down, man. You know, he has a history, man, of trying to come up against us when he didn't let us pass through the land.
Yeah.
Even before then, you know.
That was hate.
Yeah, that was hate, man. And then after that, you know, we was in the Babylonian captivity, if I'm not mistaken. He was the Lord. He was trying to exterminate all Israel then. All right.
Well, let's also talk about let's rewind back a couple hundred years.
You got it.
Let's talk about how when we left Egypt after them damn Egyptians were trying to exterminate us, and the Lord drowned Pharaoh, Magadas, in the Red Sea.
Mm-hmm.
When we leaving and we trying to go into the land, and we're on our journey.
Yeah.
Here the Edomites come. They coming at the back of the caravan, and they fucking killing the old people and the children at the back of our caravan.
Piece of shit.
You piece of shit. So you don't ask why why the Edomites gonna be cut off by slaughter.
Yeah.
Don't ask that question. How about you shut up?
Yeah.
Well, you killed the old and the sick and the children at the back of our caravan. Esau supposed to be our brother. We leaving the Egyptians. These monkeys, you're trying to exterminate us. They trying to kill us. Then we find the Lord and drown Pharaoh and his dumb ass, all type of chariots and archaeology up in the bottom of the Red Sea to go for Akbar right now.
Yeah.
Nigga lost. Then we leaving. We like, oh, thank you, Yahweh Bashim Shah. Woo, that was terrible. Pharaoh had us in slavery for 400 years, and here this monkey come, it's fucking killing the old woman, the old people and the children at the back of the caravan.
Right.
The Edomites, the so-called white man.
Right.
So don't try to play the victim. You are not the victim.
Well, we can go back further than that.
Go ahead.
Let's go back to Jacob and Esau.
Go
man.
ahead.
Let's go back, man. When you sold the birthright,
Yeah.
rightfully so.
Yeah, you did.
Then you pledged to kill your own brother.
Yeah, come on, man.
Come on, man. You sold it.
You don't kill your brother, but that's what the Edomites do.
You had the intention to kill Jacob, man.
Our mother had to tell us to go into Syria because this nigga Esau was gonna murder us.
Yeah.
She was like, nah, because Esau gonna murder you.
Yeah.
Esau, you a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Jacob scared coming back into the land, trying to separate his children, separate his wives, so Esau won't kill all the children, the 12 tribes of Jacob. Because Esau is a piece of shit.
Yep.
So don't talk to us about hate. These guys are teaching hate. What happened during the time of the Greeks, you monkeys?
Yeah.
When you was killing women for circumcising their children, and then you were lynching little babies.
Right.
Yeah, let's go into. That's why they took the Apocrypha books out, because it made them look bad.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows the Greeks are the so-called white people.
Mm-hmm. They had to separate it, man.
What about that? What about when you were boiling people alive for not eating pork?
Mm-hmm.
He's forcing people to eat swine during the time of the Hellenistic period. He's filleting people, peeling people's skin off and torturing people and women and children because they don't want to eat your swine, because they didn't want to eat swine and worship your Greek gods and idols.
Right.
And you don't have a price to pay?
Yeah.
What about 70 AD when you destroyed our temple? What about when the Romans, it was your council who had our Lord and Savior crucified?
Yeah.
What about the transatlantic slave trade?
Mm-hmm.
Piece of shit.
Yep.
See, go ahead. You know, you going Obadiah, bro.
Yeah. Continuing on, it says, verse 12, it says, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger, neither should thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction.
Yeah, he's in not 7 AD. What was that? 576 BC, roughly. When the Babylonians came, here these assholes come. The Babylonians, they on the seizure with a famine. They come and they break the gates open. They and then here the Edomites come, and then they come in and burn down the temple,
Right.
and then get and kill and murdering people while they're doing that.
Right. Hate.
Hey, you a hateful bird. That's hate.
Yep. And for you Israelites that don't understand why these Edomites, who the so-called white man, hate y'all so much, they don't even know, but it's always been bred in them to hate us, man, because of the blessing. It's in their DNA.
Yeah, it's in their DNA.
It's in their DNA, man.
Yeah.
You can never be at peace with them, man.
What fellowship does the lion have with the hyena?
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, I'm gonna read verse 12 again. But thou shouldst not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger, neither should thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldst thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldst not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yeah, thou shouldst not have looked on the affliction in the day of their calamity, nor laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither should thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither should thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. All right.
They was hunting Israelites, so-called blacks, down during the time of, during the time of 500, roughly 570 BC. They did it during the time of, what was that, 166, 170 BC, during the time of the Hasmoneans, the Maccabees.
Yep.
They were hunting us down. They was murdering us. They was torturing us. During the time of 70 AD, they was cutting people's body open because people were eating from the siege of the famine of the Romans. People were eating gold. They was eating stuff just because they was starving to death. You hear the Edomites come when the siege ends. They start ripping people's stomachs open, trying to see if they had gold in their stomach. A lot of people didn't even have gold in their stomach, so they just take it. See, yeah, you Edomites, the so-called white man.
Yep.
See, this is the history they'll teach you about Martin Luther King in school, but they ain't gonna tell you about this. They'll teach you about sodomite rights. They teach you about what do they teach you about? Some Negro spirituals or some dumb shit.
Stuff that don't matter.
Shit that don't fucking matter.
This is what matters. This is what is important. This is what you need to know, because it gives you a better understanding of how to move, how to deal with people, man. How to know who your enemies are, man.
The Bible is the most well-known, most bought, and most popular piece of literature on the planet Earth and of all time. And in the American Edomite school, they don't even open it at all. Mm-hmm. The Bible is it's not just about religion. It's about poetry. Mm-hmm. It's about linguistics. It's about history.
Yeah.
It's about culture.
Yep.
And you don't even open it.
Right.
They don't even. You know who else don't open it? You damn Muslims. We'll talk about that here. Yeah, the Sheik. You know all about the companions, but we believe in the prophets, but you don't even read none of the prophets.
Mm-hmm.
And who's responsible for that? The Catholic Church.
Yep.
The Catholic Church is responsible for that.
Yep.
That's why in slavery they didn't even allow us so-called black people to read. Yeah. And you think that's cool? That's okay for you prohibit us to read? Then they gave the dude the slave that they allowed to read, the preacher. They gave him, it was something called the Slave Bible. You go look it up, the Slave Bible. It was only 30% of the Bible.
Yeah.
That's taken away.
Yeah.
The book of Revelation is the 22nd chapter, the last book of the last chapter of the Bible. It tells you if you take away from these words, the Lord shall take away from you your names written in heaven. And they took away 70% of the Bible and gave them the slave Bible. And see,
Right.
these same niggas walking around, wiggling around the earth, and these Christian churches, they still have these same tenets of belief as back when they was in the 1800s off of that slave religion of Christianity.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
The Lord's not, that's not okay with the Lord. You don't give his people no slave religion. Corrupt his word, tell his people they can do abominable things.
Right.
Slacker, bro. You can go ahead, and we can, you know, we can go ahead. If we got some more, otherwise we can wrap it up, bro.
Well, since we've been rolling in, you know, Obadiah,
Uh-huh.
we just continue on, you know, jumping back to verse, now we're on verse 15.
Boy, we was on World War III, bro. The spirit just
Yeah.
touch
It
up
shift
on
everything,
Yeah,
man.
that's how the spirit work.
Yeah.
We start off. We're gonna go into World War III. We're gonna go into biblical prophecy concerning the Third World War. We got the clip up. Then we start talking about IUIC.
Yeah.
If they be going off. Then we start talking about the Edomites because they always be going off.
The spirit has us when we're going into these Edomites, man.
Yeah, the
Because
Edomites.
you can read this whole book of Obadiah, it's really getting on Esau.
You started the first verse. I mean, you don't have to, but I'm saying when you started the first verse, it says, "The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom."
Mm-hmm. It's really all judgment. Esau is not going through none of this stuff for no reason, man. He's not going to be judged for no reason, man. There's a reason why all this stuff is happening to him, because he has a history. He has a track record of crimes that has been stacked against him that's being presented before the Heavenly Father. All right? We're presenting the case before the Heavenly Father, all right, of what
Yeah.
this damn devil has done.
Yep.
All right, not just now, because a lot of Jakes are crying about now, but we're crying about history of atrocities and crime that this man has committed.
Talking
man,
about some
before
police.
the transatlantic slave trade.
Right.
Before all
Right,
this,
right,
man,
right.
he has a history.
That's right.
All right, and so do these other nations, man.
I hate when niggas cry about some damn police brutality.
Yeah.
The fuck you talking about police brutality? What the fuck about that goddamn shit?
Yeah.
What about the transatlantic slave trade? What about when this monkey destroyed our temple and put us all in slavery in 70 AD
Yeah.
and starved us to death? The siege was so bad you had women eating their children.
Yeah.
And see, you so-called black women, you about to do that now.
That's, you know what? That's why it's called the Valley of Jehoshaphat, man. Yahweh's decision, Yahweh's judge. He's gonna judge all these nations, man.
Yeah.
Because we're getting on Esau, but you other nations are accessories to the crime. You're accessories, man.
Yeah.
And you also have charges against you, man, in the courts, in the heavenly courts, man.
Yeah, you complicit. Yeah, in Saudi Arabia, they just in this physical physical slavery in 1960s.
Crazy.
I think 1962.
62.
Like what?
62, 63, 1963.
What are you doing? And then they still got slavery.
Yeah.
They still have slavery, it's just not official.
Yeah, they capturing Jake.
All up in Libya.
In Libya. Still putting them in slavery.
We in slavery. This damn Edomite got us. It's just a looser form of slavery.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a more loose form of slavery.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the slavery now is, which it was back then as well, but it's heavily mental.
Yeah.
It's mental bondage through the witchcraft that he pushes on our people.
Yeah. Where you work. He give you long hours to work all day. You know. And he give you enough money to suffice you through the month.
Yeah.
You know? So you can get something to eat. But majority of your money is going towards bills and taxes.
And he turn your woman against you. He pushes sour, evil, satanic propaganda to make the woman hate the man and not respect the man. Everybody hates the so-called black man, the Israelite man. Everybody hates us.
Yeah.
Our own women hate us.
Yeah, they want to.
They want to kill us.
They want to kill us, man.
The so-called white man hates it, and who taught her to hate? Is that natural for somebody's own woman of their ethnic nation to hate them? No, that's not natural. That speaks to so-called white man through billions and trillions of dollars of his propaganda has caused our own women to hate us.
Yeah, our own women they want their own fathers, their own brothers, their own sons to be killed, man.
Yeah, that's hate.
That's hate.
That's terrible.
That's heavy. That's heavy sorcery, man.
Well, it was. But see, Russia and China and Pakistan and Iran, they're gonna shoot nuclear missiles on this place.
Yep.
And all these women, all this hate, and clock it. Yeah, you're gonna clock it in that hour.
Yep.
And it's not gonna be a quick death for you.
Yep.
The Lord is the author of time, and time is subject to prophecy. So you're gonna feel it.
Yep. Our people need to be healed, man. But the only way some of you people, you need more than therapy, man. You need a missile.
But Lord, you're gonna starve to death.
Yeah, Lord just gonna starve y'all out, man. Y'all just gonna have to see, man. Lord it's just gonna be death, man.
Yeah.
Around the corner, on all levels, on all phases, man.
Well, the scripture said there'd be more of thy famine than of the sword. So most of these people, you see, oh, look at that person. He gonna starve to death.
Yeah.
A lot of these people ain't even gonna see the missile. A lot of the people on the earth, period, on the whole earth, because we know the missile's not gonna hit the whole earth.
Yeah.
The missiles specifically are gonna hit America and other places too, but predominantly in America.
Yeah.
But a lot of these people are going to starve to death. They're gonna die of malnutrition and thirst, which is a terrible way to go out. You know, all this beating on their chest, period. Being cute, taking pictures. This man is this girl is gonna starve to death.
Yeah. And it's all due to this damn devil hating us, man. Hating Jacob, man. Esau hating Jacob, man.
And Esau hate you on women too. The so-called
Y'all
black
gonna find
Hispanic women. They gonna find out.
Yeah.
They thinking this nigga is like we good. Me and Esau good. I'm good with Esau.
Yeah.
You ain't good with Esau. He just use you to you're an asset.
Yeah.
You're an agent.
Yeah.
You're nothing but an asset. When he's done with you, he's gonna throw you in the street where you belong.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll continue on.
You got
I know, nah. You know the spirit be rolling,
I don't think we never running like this.
Yeah,
but it's the spirit.
It's the spirit though.
Yeah.
Because really we just, even though we was getting ready to go into World War III, all this is due to this damn devil. But the Lord is giving the reason why. This is the spirit, man. And we getting on you Israelites for trying to be hand to hand with these damn devils, man. But this is what's going to happen to them. Verse 15, in the title of it, it says, the day of the Lord and the future. It says, for the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathens. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head.
Yes, sir.
For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain,
Which is the nation of Israel. That's
Exactly.
the holy mountain.
so shall all the heathens drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. Yeah, y'all gonna be as though y'all have never. It's gonna be so bad for y'all, man.
And the mountains shall melt. Scripture speak about the mountains melting with blood. That's talking about you nations are going to be brought down low. The Lord's going to break the spines of these nations.
Yep.
You're going to be put in subjection. When all these supply chains are cut off, I thought you was tough. I thought you were the big guy. But when the power grid is cut off for you nations, when the logistics to get water and food,
Yep.
there's a great humbling that's coming to these people.
Yeah.
Great humbling.
Yeah. Verse 17, it says, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and in the house, in the house of Jacob shall possess their possessors. There it is.
The house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. So we're going to possess what these heathens have.
Yep.
So all these, you got our women looking at us like we ain't on no level and this. Well, how about this? You gonna die in a famine.
Mm-hmm.
Did somebody? I don't know if they told you that you're gonna die of famine, but the elect of the nation of Israel, the elect man. Guess what? We don't need these damn American women.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be able to have women of other nations to repopulate our nation.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we can go to Uzbekistan, we can go to Kazakhstan, we can go to the Sudan, we can go to which a lot of those are Jakes, but
Yeah.
but we can go to we can go to Indonesia,
Mm-hmm.
go to these different islands that ain't really got touched. We can go to South America. We can go to these different places and just get new women,
Yep. Yep.
clean women, and repopulate our nation in the kingdom of heaven. And then and Miss Period is gonna come back as a little baby girl. She'll be our daughter.
Yep.
Miss Period is gonna drink some more breast milk. You see, she just come back drinking that holy breast milk from the in the new world.
Right.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
And you heathens are going into slavery. It just said we're gonna possess your possessions. That includes you.
Yep.
That is that's just talking about our land. No, it's not just talking about your land.
No.
Oh, that's just talking about our property. No, it's not just talking about your property. It's talking about you too.
You too.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Everything.
Don't. We can go to the 14th chapter.
Yeah.
Fuck, well, fuck it.
Yeah. I'll
Oh,
end
go,
on this,
yeah, go ahead.
right here,
Shalak.
verse 18.
My bad.
No, you got it, bro.
No, go ahead. No, you
grab
do
it.
Shalak.
It says, in the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame.
The house of Jacob in this context is representing the southern kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
The house of Joseph in this context is representing the northern kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to be one kingdom again.
Yep.
It was a dividing of the kingdom after the death of Solomon.
Yep.
All right. Joseph represents Ephraim.
Yep.
All right. All 12 tribes of Israel. Go ahead.
In the house of Esau for a stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them,
Yeah.
and they shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh hath spoken it.
There should not be any remaining for the house of Esau. Now, Vocab said the Edomites done away with. When were the northern and southern kingdom back united
Yeah.
in history?
It has never happened.
That has never happened. That's happening right now
Yeah.
via this truth. And through the ministry, you have blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians coming back together. And those of us, because you got brothers that have churches and doing their ministry of apostleship and discipleship. And because apostle just mean one sent out. I'm using it loosely. Over in Africa, we have brothers in Tanzania, we got brothers in Nigeria, we got brothers in Suriname, we got brothers in England, we got brothers in Mexico.
Yep.
We got brothers in Italy, we got brothers in Italy, we got brothers in Holland. I'm just talking about Great Millstone. We got churches throughout the earth. So it's not just blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. It's talking about those who descend from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Right.
It don't matter where you are. It doesn't matter how you look. It doesn't matter your color. It doesn't matter your language. It's based upon the spirit of you being an Israelite.
Yep.
You
You grab that whatever you wanted to grab.
Oh yeah, there's Isaiah 14. Verse 1, it says, "For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel." So the Lord going to choose us. We the
Yeah.
chosen. Not you other heathens. Not you other nations. You guys are not the chosen.
Yep.
It says, "And set them in their own land." So the Lord is going to set us in our own land. He's going to take us physically via the Marukaba, which the Marukaba is what in English is chariots. It's what the world calls UFOs and UAPs.
Yep.
Why do they call it that? Because they don't know what they are. So they say it's unidentified because they don't know what they're talking about.
Right.
It's not no Nordic people. It's not no nigga with green and big eyes and skinny, with ribs showing. That's a lie. Those are the vehicles of the angels, and the angels look like so-called black men. You even have NASA scientists who say they seen them, and they say they look like tall African Americans.
Yep.
They say they look like 7 foot and 9 foot tall African Americans. This is what these Edomite scientists say,
Yep.
but we don't know what we're talking about. It's out on record. They wrote books. So you got people who wrote books about this.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Kind. It says, and set them in their own land,
Yeah.
and strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, being the other Israelites. You know, those strangers are Israelites, man. All right, so it's gonna be all Israel. But continuing on, it says in verse 2, it says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Well, he's talking about they're gonna be slaves.
Yeah.
What you think of Mr. Heathen? What do you think a servant and a handmaid is?
Slave, man.
That's a slave.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You going into slavery. Why do you think you just so good and you just so excellent and you can't go into slavery, but we went into slavery? We better than you. We are the Lord's chosen and we went into slavery. Why do you think you just can't go into slavery? Yes, the children of Solomon, King Solomon and King David. Back then, you would never thought, oh, the Israelites were gonna fall during the time of Solomon.
Right.
But what happened? We ended up falling and we went into slavery.
Mhm.
You heathens are going into slavery too.
Right.
The fuck wrong with you? You ain't that nice, nah. And you be worshiping idols.
Yep.
And the Lord does not acknowledge you.
Mm-hmm.
You think look at the ancient Roman Empire. You thought the ancient Rome was never gonna fall. Yes, they fell. Look at the Qin dynasty of China. Oh, they ain't never gonna fall. Yes, they did fall.
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with you people? You think you just gonna be doing this forever? You're not about to do this forever. The Achaemenid Empire. Nobody ever thought the Persians would fall. Them niggas fell in a day. Them niggas fell in a goddamn couple of weeks
Yeah.
when Alexander came through. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all heathens about to go down.
Yeah. Yeah. It says, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna rule over our oppressors. Who's oppressing us?
Yep.
You heathens know who you are. All you heathens are oppressing us.
Yep.
All you different ethnic heathens. You Elamites, you Edomites, you Cushites,
Ishmaelites.
we start talking about them niggas. Mr. Sheik.
Ishmael, Moab, Ammon.
Yeah. Mr. Sheik. Mr. Sheik is a whole demon. He's a terrible human being.
Yeah.
All type of stop talking about
savages,
that.
man.
Yeah.
Savage man.
Yeah, talking about deep. They were naked, but I did not see. I did not see their private parts. The Zimbabwe people, they were naked, but I did not see their private parts. Then they stuff.
Mounted.
Yeah. Then they mounted.
It's crazy, man. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, what do you mean by that? Why did you include that detail?
Yeah.
What the fuck was y'all doing?
Yeah, man.
But then they don't talk about none of the prophets though.
Nah.
They sit up there talking about that Quran all day, but then you ain't never gonna quote no Daniel. They don't quote Joseph. They don't quote Moses.
All right. It's crazy.
That shit pissed me off, bro. Because it's hypocritical. Anyway, they going into slavery. You know.
Yep.
You had a good little millennia to do all this madness and push that.
You had your run.
You had your run. You did run well.
Yeah, you ran well, man.
Good job.
Now it's time to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pack it up. Wrap it up, man.
The party's over. Time to call it a day.
Right.
That's all I have.
Yeah,
bro.
that's it, brother.
All right, so that we're gonna give all praises, honor, glory, and worship unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruchakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to Yakim, Shalom, and keep the faith.
Shalom.